Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another New York session here. What a move here towards 140. We are about to tap into 140 level. The 140 price is going to be tapped into today. I can sense it. I can feel it. 140 is right over there. 140 is around like 8 pips away. It's not that far away at all. It's like 8 pips away. We're going to come up towards 140. If you look at the 1 hour straight bullish, 30 minutes continuing up, man. Continuing bullish. There are no sells on GJ. If someone's in sells, I think you're playing yourself right now. There are absolutely no sells on GJ. We're moving bullish. There have been no sells. I've attempted 2 sells, this week. I've attempted 2 sells this week, both lost. And then other than that, I've just had buys on GJ. Are you in buys right now? No. I was in buys from last night. Last night I took buys during this 4-hour candle. Like during the Asian session candle, I took buys right over here. Once we broke the high here and candle was coming down to a close, I took buys. And then, my stop was below the 4-hour candle. I was expecting to come up towards 140, but I closed around 139.800, somewhere over there. Got maybe 50 pips, 45, 50 pips. But we're going to tap into 140. We're tapping into 140 here. All right, let's take a look at this chart here. This is 30-minute chart. Zone from February 27th. Took a long position when 30-minute candle closed bullish after a retest. Okay, trailed the stop loss. It's pretty good. Secured 10 pips. It's the winning. Yeah, it's pretty good. I like it. Like it very much. I think a better buy would have been somewhere over here too. Like once this candle was breaking the high of the previous candle, that would have been a much better buy for price to continue moving up. It's also pretty good. Hello there, Amardeep G. Raja G, Amardeep G. Good morning. I just closed the 8 pip impulse trade on GJ. Oh, beautiful. Do you think that these candles should come back and retest 139.900 to be buys again? Yep. So basically, price is making a high right now, right? Price is making a high. It's moving up, and people want to enter buys right now. So the best opportunity for you to take a buy at this point would be to wait for price to maybe make some sort of a support. And what I mean by that is for price to maybe come down a little bit, create like a minor support, and then continue moving bullish. That's something you should be looking for. Let's take a look on this chart over here. This is 15-minute candle. 15-minute close above the daily high from 1st June. You took an entry right over here, and your stop loss is right over there. And this is a prime example of having a negative risk reward. Because if price, okay, so you also gotta write down that what are you gonna do when price breaks the low of this last 15-minute candle. You also got to put that down too. Are you going to close 50%? Like, how are you going to manage risk? Because this is just too much. Way too much. That should have been done on a 30-minute chart, not on 15-minute. Because now we're approaching that really strong level at 140. So, who knows, man? Price may just bust through 140. Who knows? But we can only anticipate. So I think 140 is going to be tapped here. Bro, you're glowing so white. Can you turn on the light or something? Stop looking at me. Look at the charts. Raja, I was nervous about the daily high being broken, so I closed at 139.436. How did you anticipate that push was going to happen? I had my entries right over here, 139.336, somewhere over there. I had my entries. And the high was at 139.490. And the best thing I did was that once price went into 15 pip profits, I put my stops at break even and I let the trade run. Well, basically I went to bed, and when I woke up, I was at, 139.820, 830, and that's where I closed the trade. I've seen these moves happen a lot of times, in the past where GJ is bullish on daily and the 4-hour and the weekly, and we have zones to break, and overnight, breaks those zones. We all know that, like, overnight in London session, you have high volatile news. There's a lot of volume in the London session, and zones get broken when there's a lot of volume. So one reason I was in the trade because I was in bed and prices at break even. So I was in the trade and woke up and basically closed. What time do you wake up in the morning? Exactly 33 minutes ago. 6 a.m. Brexit just said agreement can be reached in September. Well, perfect. Like, I think, let's see, what news was that? Was that one of the Brexit news? Slightly cautious and the nation reprieve. I'm not sure. If that was Brexit news, it makes sense, because all Brexit news pushes the pound bullish. But so far, we have unemployment claims for the US dollar, and that's about it. US 30 is ranging, I guess, for unemployment claims. Gold is also ranging, I guess, for the USD news later on. GJ, on the other hand, 140, we should tap into 140. Can you review the setup I taken earlier? Well, if you send it, we'll review it. Oh boy, it's on its way to 140 here. I really, really hope no one is selling GJ. I know a few people who are a fan of calling tops and bottoms, and I really hope you're not trying to sell it. I bought as 30-minute candle closed above the previous high, okay, right over here. Original stop loss was down over here, moved it over here, stop loss currently at 2%. It's pretty good. This is pretty good. Very good trade. There's a chance GJ can retest 139.800. Oh yeah, there's a chance it can do that. Would you have considered a buy as price broke the high of the bearish candle around 139.720? Yes. Yes, because it broke the high over here. One thing I really had to come into grips when I was trying to understand how to trade the trend was that it goes back to the section in market fluidity called the candle trends. When candles are trending, candles are making higher highs and higher lows, and Raja Banks talks about a few things in that section, and that section is basically like you have to put your trust in that scenario, right? You have to put your trust in the candles making higher highs and higher lows. That's how trends are made. Like if you look at the 1 hour candles over here, 1 hour can, like we've seen so many times, pairs just make higher highs and higher lows on the higher time frames. They keep on breaking the highs on, like, the 4 hours and the dailies, and they continue moving up. As they continue moving up, two things happen, right? Now, number one thing, people start looking for tops. They start looking for resistances to sell. The second thing is that people who trade the trend, they see that, okay, price is moving up. If it's, let's say, creating a bearish candle, let's say right over here, and if this high is being broken, there's a very high chance price is going to make another higher high and a higher low. And when you're aware of the characteristics of pairs like GJ and gold and Euro New Zealand, Euro JPY, you know that when these pairs trend, the candles continue making higher highs and higher lows. So this is something you really understand by putting your time in that pair in that specific session. Because I've seen these things happen a lot of times over and over and over again. I've actually been caught selling something like this. I've actually been caught buying when GJ starts trending down really hard, because I think, okay, we reached the support. And I've learned from those lessons, I've learned from those fuck ups that, okay, no, you know what, if it's trending up, I cannot sell, because for me to call tops, it has hurt me before. So how can I take buys? And the only way I can take buys is look for candles breaking previous highs, or look for like retracement candles like this, because if you look at this candle tapped into kind of like the resistance here to the left hand side, the high made at 139.600. So once it broke the high here, then you had to put your trust in that scenario that, okay, it broke the high, what are the odds it's going to continue moving up? That's it. What are the odds it's going to continue moving up? And then you can say, oh, but it's making high. The moment you introduce the word but in your analysis, everything goes out the window. You know, you could have the best analysis. If you can say but, then you can't trade, basically. I mean, you you gotta remove the word but from your vocabulary
Baktım
when you're
okul benim
trading.
kapının önünde duruyor. Sevgilisiyle. Valla. He. Ama
Habla.
kras
Honglo,
bir şey
honglo.
yaptı kapıya.
Honglo, honglo. Okay. Let's take a look at this chart over here. Hey, could you have a look at my chart? Would you get a feedback regarding labeling? What could I improve to make it better for other people to read? I think it looks good. You had a strong support here, waiting for 30-minute to close above over here. 139.500. Entered a buy position. Assuming to retest yesterday's high. Okay, that's a good opportunity there. Your stop loss was below this candle which closed with no wick on the top. You closed 75% and you entered another buy position as the wick was formed. I think this was a little aggressive. I think you could have maybe entered it right over here. Close everything here. Now, this chart is an example of an excellent labeled chart. You know, I looked at this chart, very concise statements. I could read them easily. I know exactly what he was doing. Man, this is an amazingly labeled chart. So easy to read, easy to understand, and I wish everyone would send charts like this. You know, it's so easy. And I guess we're gonna tap into 140 over here. Let's take a look at this chart over here. This is 15-minute. Price made a high. Candle closed bullish. Pull back on the 15-minute. You entered the trade. Stop losses below the previous candle. I think it could have been below the 15-minute candle here too. And now you're on your way to 140. Man, 140 is going to be tapped over here. It's going to get tapped. Can you review the setup I have taken earlier? Okay, let's take a look here. Let's bring the YouTube chat right over here. After 140, next stop is 140.20. Man, after 140, next stop is 141, 142, 145. This thing just needs to do a little bit of a retracement or create like a booby trap bearish candle, so I can enter another buy, like a second buy I can take for today and have a really good day. Really, really, really good day. What's this? Can you review the setup I took earlier? All right. Let's take a look over here. What do we got? Oh, okay. This is the same position as the chart sent earlier here. Just like Jav. If you look at Jav right here, look at this trade, and look at this trade sent from the Gulag. This chart came from the Gulag. This chart came from the level up from the Gulag. Amazing. Same stuff. Support formed, high formed over here. Notice candles had no wick on the top. Manage my risks accordingly. Beautiful. Amazing. Man, I love it when everyone is on the same wavelengths, you know, when everyone's looking at the same thing, they're taking the same entries. This means we're doing something good in these live streams, you know. Are you done for today? Yeah, so basically I'm going to look for some sort of a support forming here in a 30-minute time frame to take second buys, you know, because, you know, price is trending up. You can't take sells. Don't take sells. You know, because this whole area is a trending area right here, because price retested 139.600 a little bit and then it trended up. So what you're going to see is you might find a support being formed within this area over here, this 20 pip range, 25 pip range right over here, yeah, 30 pip range almost. You may see a support forming to retest the high it's creating right over here. You know, I think sells are going to be below 139.620, but if you're looking for sells here, just, I don't know, you know, anything can happen, but I wouldn't look for sells. Entry on the 15-minute close. Saw candle rejection wick, close half as price, looks up, was struggling to move up. Managed to close 10 pips. Aggressive, but you made it work. Perfect. You know, I'm gonna, where's that amazing chart? Yeah, I'm gonna leave this chart up so that when people send charts, they can send charts something like this, you know, numbering. Numbering is important because when I look at the chart, I want to see where your thought process was. This is easy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If this had no numbering, I'd be like, yeah, where should I start? Where should I even start? A lot of people looking at my back, waiting for me to fail. um, Bollinger Bands. Yeah, Bollinger Bands don't work. All right, let's take a look at this chart here. This is wrong chart. Man, this person sent the chart like 10 times, and 10 times she sent the same wrong chart. That's why you are in the gulag. All right, we got unemployment claims coming up. They're looking at lower numbers. Previous was 1.186. They're looking at 1.120. So we'll see what happens to that. We shall see. What number of individuals who filed for unemployment insurance for the first time during the past week? Yeah, the number really increased to 1.4 million. We're about to hit 140 here. Ooh. Entry taken before the 30-minute close. Support formed, stopped out by 1 pip. Yeah, I don't know, man. This is like your resistance was right over here. This was a little difficult entry here. If you took it on the 4 hour, if you look on the 4 hour and the 1 hour, your stop could have been a little wider. You could have had a little wider stop. We're tapping into 140 in 3, 2, 1. Oh, 140. Damn. No more air horns today. Oh, wow. We've crossed 140. It's gone. 140 is gone. What's the idea for marking 140? Because of the key level, don't really see any issues until 141, 200. See now, 140 is a very even psychological number. When you look at the charts, you'll see that sometimes, prices respect even numbers like 140, 140, 100, 140, 200, 140, 400. I mean, it's not a set formula that price will, react to 140. It's just like, it's a nice even number. There's no technical basis behind it unless, in the past we have respected this or not. So it's just in my mind, oh yeah, 140 was a level. Yeah, for people who are looking for buys right now, you're just waiting. You're waiting for support to be formed, and this is the part of trading right now. Why do you trade GJ on NY and pound market overlap? Why not trade GU during the overlap? The reason I don't trade GU or EU is because when I'm trading GPUSD, I have to worry about how the pound is moving, and I have to worry about how the US dollar is moving. So I have to worry about two pairs, two currencies. So I trade GJ because I only have to worry about the pound. Let's take a look at your JPY here. I bet your JPY is also moving bullish. Yep, I guess we're approaching 126,700 over here. This is a daily high if you look to the left. Right there. See this? This is a daily high right here. We are approaching that area. Let's draw a line here for a visual reference. I heard you explain why don't you trade GU like 5 times this week. I don't know how you don't get fed up with these repetitive questions. It is what it is, man. Hello, this is the trade on a 15-minute chart but got stopped out. Took the trade earlier. Can you please? Oh, let's take a look here. Let's take a look here. So this is pound JPY. This was saw price break resistance, so you entered the buy. Your stop should have been below the 15-minute candle. I don't know what kind of candles these are, but these are not. Oh, these are Heikin-Ashi candles. Yeah, I can't read Heikin-Ashi candles. I don't know what's going on there. Sorry. Alright, let's take a look at this chart here. This is your USD resistance formed here. Candle broke the resistance. Waited for retest. Okay, made entry on the 5-minute candle. Okay, still holding this trade. Pretty nice, pretty good. I think if you look on the 30-minute, you'll see much cleanly here, but looks good. I bet that no one here that follows him isn't profitable. 100%, man. 100%. There's no reason for you not to be profitable. I mean, your profitability, most of your profitability is going to come from not over trading. You know, when you look at trades all the time, when you look at people on Instagram all the time, you want to overtrade, man. And when you overtrade, you take losses. So that's not good. So it looks like we may be coming down to create some sort of a support. So probably going to be waiting here for a support to be formed because a high has been made, and if support is formed somewhere down over here, then we could retest that high. I took this one on pound CHF. High probability. Clean traffic. Entered when candle closed bullish. Your stop was down over here. I think you could have moved your stop also as this candle closed bearish below this candle and then below this candle, and then yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty good. You have clean candles here to the left too. When trend is strong bullish and you want to take a buy, do you search for a support? Also in the 15-minute? Yes. Basically, yes. I look for supports on the 15-minute. I mean, 15-minute is a low confirmation time frame, but I mean, when you're entering on the 15-minute, you have to be like kind of like careful of your risk as well, because you know it's a low confirmation. So better confirmation is usually 30-minute. Since the high time frames are better confirmation, how accurate do you think will be if we were swing trade using price action? I think you'll be very accurate. If you look on the daily, we talked about this like 4 times about this daily. That daily was consolidating. This candle closed bullish, right? So if this was on, let's say, your 1-hour time frame or on your 30-minute time frame, you would say, okay, you know what? We're going to go bullish, so I'm going to take a buy. So this was the buy you could have taken. I mean, I took this buy here on the daily. I basically looked at daily. I'm like, okay, daily is bullish. Daily has a wick to fill. We just broke out of consolidation here. So if I take a buy somewhere at 139, 330 and have my stop below the 4-hour support, we can continue moving up. And that's all what happened. I didn't look at the 1 hour, the 30-minute, nothing. I just looked at the daily. I looked at the 4-hour. I'm like, okay, buys make sense. And yeah, instead of making sense, I made dollars. So high time frame is very, very accurate too when you look at price action, when you look at candles. All right, GP CAD, 30-minute chart. Pre-London price breaks the Asian, okay. Waiting for support to be formed. Candle close, bit risky entry over here. It's good because the candles were low, right? The body was smaller, so there's less probability. Took your chances of buys over here. Beautiful. Perfect trade. But if you go on high time frame, our trades will decrease, but win rate will be better. Win rate is going to be the same. Your trades will obviously decrease. You'll obviously be waiting for the trade. I mean, when you look at the high time frame, you may be taking 1 or 2 trades a week. That's it, if you're looking at the high time frame. So, I mean, if you're over trading right now on the 15-minute, 30-minute, 1 hour, there is no way you're not going to be over trading on the higher time frame. 100% guaranteed, man, because think about it. You have the whole week. If you get FOMO by missing out a trade in 1 day, swing trading is not going to work for you. Forget about that. You know, just forget about it. It's not going to work for you unless you don't have discipline. Swing trading requires a lot of discipline. When you're swing trading on the daily, the weekly, the 4-hour, you're taking maximum 3 trades a week. Maximum 3 trades a week on one pair especially. You know, so if your discipline is in the shitter on like the smaller time frames, man, it's not going to come up on like, you know, by taking 2-3 trades a week. It's not going to happen. So psychologically, swing trades are even harder. Psychologically. What chances of entry on the retracement of this candle? Better to just wait for candles to close and form support, right? Yes. Yes. So rule of thumb when price is trending is to wait for price to form a support and then see if it's going to continue moving or not. All right, let's take a look at this chart. This is waiting for support to be formed to retest the high or reaching potential target. Potential target is 126,700. Yep, this makes sense. We're waiting for a support too. I mean, you know, this candle here kind of closed like the one on GJ. If you see a support forming, I think it's going to be a pretty good idea to continue moving up. All right. Ooh, someone said I need help. All right. Let's see what you need help with. Rejection on 15, 30, 30, strong resistance level on daily. Can you tell me a good TP? I set at 141, 229. What do you think? Yeah, you need help with when you enter positions, you need help when to close. I mean, now I'm not going to help you with this, but you need to decide when are you going to take profits? You know, when are you going to secure profits? I mean, that's all up to you. I can tell you to close right now, and when price goes towards 140, 300, or 400, then you're going to say, oh, Mr. Raja said close right now, and I missed out on all of these trades. You know? No, I'm not going to do that. So you can close whenever you want. You can take profits whenever you want. I mean, that's a plan you need to have when you take a trade. Listen, when you take a trade, you should know when you should secure profits. If you don't know when you should secure profits, stop trading. Because that means that trade was an accident. And if you had a winning trade, that was an accidental win. A lot of people here have accidental wins, you know? And after that accidental win, they take another trade and then lose the profits. So you should know exactly when to trade. All right, let's take a look at this chart here. This is GPAUD, range, clean traffic, support formed, waiting for break, support to be formed, break for buys. Okay, makes sense. Why not look for buys right around over here? You know, while we're moving up. Let's take a look at GPAUD over here. GPAUD. So we're looking at GPAUD here. We have a support formed on GPAUD. We have a resistance on GPAUD right over here. The 30-minute candle is closing bullish in 15 seconds here. 15-minute chart is respecting that resistance, so it's a strong resistance here. Let's mark that down. Looking at the 4 hour is bullish. Daily is also bullish, kinda. Looking at the 1 hour is also bullish. And if we do break above this area, we can come up to 1.82700 and then maybe continue on towards 1.83. Yeah, I think it will look good. You know, if I was watching this, I would maybe wait for this candle to create a lower wick, or if it breaks the high, maybe take an impulse entry, having the stop below the wick of this candle if it makes one, which I think if it's going to go up now, it will make a lower wick. So that's something I could look for. Why is US30 ranging for the past day? Okay, let me ask. Hold on. Hello? Yeah, US30? Why are you ranging for the past day, man? What's going on? I don't know. I don't know why it's ranging. Man, some of these guys, it's like someone's demanding an answer. Someone's demanding, yo, why is it ranging for the past day? Because there's unemployment news. Maybe that's why it's ranging. US30 said I'm ranging because I want to range. You can't. Some things you just can't answer in the market, man. And this question came from the gulag. That's why you're in the gulag. You're going to stay in the gulag. I'm going to write down your name, and if you get the course or whatever, I'm just going to deny it because you belong in the gulag. I mean, it's just ranging. Sometimes market does things. Market just does things. We just can't explain things sometimes. There's actually, we cannot explain certain things in the market, and that's just how it is, you know. Just like when you message your crush and the crush doesn't message you back, then you're just like, oh, why? You know, and some things you just can't explain. You just have to wait now. If it's ranging, instead of asking why is it ranging, ask yourself, okay, it's ranging right now. Where can it go after it breaks the range? Maybe it can come down over here after it breaks support. Maybe it can come up over here after it breaks resistance. So that's what you should be thinking about. You shouldn't spend your time thinking about why it's ranging. Start thinking about where can it go after it breaks the range. Looks like GPUD is about to break the high. I'm going to keep an eye on this to see if it really works after it breaks the high here. So the idea is like after it breaks the high, a stop would be below this current candle and then continue on towards, you know, up over there. So I'm going to keep an eye on this. Who's the guest for tomorrow? So far we have no guest for tomorrow. Wow, man, this thing is still moving. There's no support form, there's nothing. When a candle closes with no wick on the top, should we wait for another candle to form? Yes. Yes, you should wait for another candle to form. Please analyze GU. You guys better be careful. Here comes my mango juice. Mango juice is in the system. You should try to get the real Tarzan on tomorrow. Speak more about the dead fishes watching him up in Florida. Man, that was sad. That was really, really, really sad. So much sea life washing up on shore in Florida. That just put me down for the whole day. Couldn't believe it. Looks like your JPY printed this booby trap candle on a 30-minute and now it broke the high. Same thing over here and then same thing right over here on your GJ. Same thing here is happening. This makes sense for it to continue moving on. Feeling that you are already buying. No, I'm in no trades right now. Nothing. I'm in no trades right now. Work with Will. Okay, we're gonna get work with Will tomorrow. Work with Will is one of my, he's in the groups here. He did really, really well. He's from Indonesia. He runs a nice operation over there. We're gonna get him on tomorrow. I'm gonna see if we can get him on tomorrow. What's this? GPNZD, price made a high, candle closed bullish, mini support form, entry on the break of the top wick. Okay, right over here. TP at the retest of the high. 30-minute time frame. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It looks like this candle closed as well, so you maybe want to trail your stop. So, oh wow, man, this is excellent over here. Look at this. Daily buys from down over here, and then holding another buy from right over here, from the daily range support. This is beautiful. Really, really beautiful. Excellent. Can you give your thoughts on my New Zealand USD chart? Of course. Of course, I will give my thoughts on your New Zealand USD chart. No problem. No problem at all. Asia low if price breaks and retest sell. If price breaks and retest minor resistance buy TP at Asia high. I think instead of looking at TP at Asia high, you should be looking at TP right around here. Yeah, right around over there. That's where you should be looking for TP. That's like around 15 pips. But you know, that's going to be like a safe TP and have a runner and let the runner run towards Asia high. I think that's going to be a better idea. Hey, does the no wick concept also apply when there's a lot of volume? I missed the move because 30-minute had no top wick, but there was a lot of volume coming in. Master P, that's a very, very good question. Normally, when the candle has no wick on the top, it means that there's no range for the next candle to go up. So then that's a 50-50 chance, right? That's a 50-50 chance. But sometimes candle does continue moving up because, hey, it's a 50-50 chance. So normally I would advise against it only because it's a 50-50 chance. But just like you said, you know, like it had no wick, but candle still started moving up. If you can see this happen a number of times, then in your mind you can say that, okay, you know what, I've seen this happen during volumes, and there's a higher chance it's going to continue moving up. That's what I've seen. You know, sometimes in higher volume, I've seen candles with no top wicks, and then next candle just dumps down as well. So that's based on experience. Like, you know, like how many times you've seen this exact thing happen, and then how much you can like convince yourself that, okay, like, you know what, I've seen this happen a lot of times. If I take this trade and my stop is going to be below the candle, am I okay with risking that? Because obviously, you know, when this volume, price moves up, but then again, candles with no wicks, these are problems, and it's like 50-50 chance. So that's something you should be observing. Do you have any XP in futures market? No, no experience over there. You're so chill and kind, man. Thank you, thank you. Raja, if price closes above the 140 on GJ and 1 hour closes above 1 hour later, can I take a scalp and swing? I don't know where you want to swing this, but you'd want to see some sort of a support forming. Right now, I don't think there's any support being formed. It's just continuing to move up. Let's take a look at GPAUD. GPAUD is also maintaining its move above the previous 30-minute high. I think this is a good trade idea we gave out today. This is a good trade idea I gave out today. I think it should continue moving bullish. We're going to keep an eye on this. If this happens, this is going to be the highlight of the day here. GPAUD. Let's take a look at the Chinese indicator here for shits and giggles here. Chinese indicator is saying pound is really strong. USD is really weak. GU is moving up. GP and ZD is moving up. Euro GBP should be consolidating. We're gonna take a look at that. AUD is weak. Yeah, I mean, it should all continue moving up. Euro JPY is also moving up. GPAUD is there, and GJ is just on a train. You know, GJ is on a bullet train right now. Can you give your thoughts on the trade I took on GJ last night? Of course. Let's take a look over here. I hope people send nicely labeled charts. Bullish candle, stop below wick, bullish engulfing, bought at candle close. Very good. Beautiful. What's this? 2-day, 2 PDH swept. PWH swept. I don't know what that means. GJB taking too much crack in the Asian London session today. GJ is on some psychedelics right now. Can we say that bullish candle with no top wick is really strong bullish because it gives no opportunity for sell to take place? No. When a bullish candle has no top wick, this means it mainly has no range for the next candle to fill. How many different currencies do you trade? I trade GJ mainly. 90% I trade GPJPY. 90% of the time. AUD USD, to retest this level, resistance broke over here. I don't think a resistance broke over here at all. Creating support down over here. This is not correctly marked. If this candle closes bullish, buy. Yes, I agree with that. To continue moving bullish. Okay, this stream has helped me a lot this week. 4 days of profit. Oh, trading from 6:45 to 7:15. Beautiful. Hey, what key things you look into before getting into a trade? Like Fibonacci, support resistance, only support resistance. You know, if I wasn't in a trade, if I didn't take a trade overnight, I'd be looking for a price to create some sort of a support. If I can see some sort of support forming, that's going to give me an indication that, okay, now we can continue moving up, but it's just continuing moving up. This is a part of trading where you just look and you just be like, hey, you know what? This was the move, and you know, we basically missing the move over here. But with experience, could have taken a trade on GPAUD, which should continue moving up. It's up about like 6 pips, 7 pips. Let's see if it can continue till like 1.82900. I'm gonna bring out the horns at 1.82900. Do you think it's better to wait for a pullback before eventually going long? I gave the idea for longs, and you want to wait for a pullback, then you can wait for a pullback. A pullback will mean a support forming, so then I guess you have to wait a little bit more. EA buy idea. Ooh, wrong chart. Wrong chart coming from Zoom. What's going on over here? Brother, you sent a wrong chart, Josh. Come on, Josh. I don't know what happened. Oh, there we go. It's the right chart. All right, what's this? AUD USD. Buy here once the level is broken. Yeah, so basically you want this candle to close bullish. This is the same idea right over here on AUD USD, right? You want this candle to close bullish. So mainly want this candle to close bullish, and basically I think this is what's happening right over here. This thing right over here. Because if you can get this candle to close bullish, it means it's respecting support to continue moving up. But if it closes back below the support, then this move up could be a fake out for price to continue moving down. Something you gotta wait for. So I guess we gotta wait for the candle to close. What do you think about my entries? Let's take a look here. Let's take a look at your entries. Resistance, clean bullish candle, I don't know, okay. Entries as previous 15-minute candle closed bearish. Okay, you entered over here. TP at negative 10 pips away from previous. I think this should be positive. And then down over here. So it looks good. Do you journal your every trade you take? Yes, I journal every trade I take. It's journaled on my YouTube, it's journaled as highlights. You know, whenever I take a trade, I go over that trade, after the session. And going over that trade helps me understand, okay, where could price go, where could price not go. I mean, the trade I closed this morning, I think I should have held till 140. I think I closed it prematurely, but it is what it is. Why are you all alone today? Where's the gang? You punished them to renovate your house. Yes, I tied them in my basement because I want my house done super fast. Can you check gold? It seems like to have resistance at 1949 and it's heading up there. Oh my god, let's check gold. Let's check gold. Seems like it has resistance. Seems like we have resistance right over here, 1940. And then we have a resistance at 1948, 80 pips away. So you would need price to close above that area. You got a support right down over here too. Man, Jesus still moving. Hey, off topic question. What are your thoughts on investing Bitcoin? Just curious. Go ahead. I don't bother with cryptos at all. Ooh, EJ is continuing up over here to our rejection zone here. I waited 3 hours yesterday to take 2 L's. Same as me, man. Yesterday I waited 2 hours to take 2 L's. Yesterday was a day like that. I waited a long time to take waited a long time to take 2 L's. My question about the pullback GPUD was just because there is some resistance to the left at that level. Yeah, for sure. There is resistance there. But we talked about how a buy over here would make sense with a stop below this candle and a TP at around 1.82900, because a good level is going to be 1.8300, but I think a safe is going to be at 1.82900. Hey Raja, I keep missing large moves like this. I can see the move after it happens. It makes sense. Never see it during any advice. Yes, so basically you asked a question that I used to ask myself. You know, back like 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago, I would wake up in New York session and I would see GJ just moving through New York session, just ripping through it. And I would miss all these moves all the time. I would miss these moves. And you know what I would do? I would look at the higher time frame because there was no way I'd be taking this on a small time frame because, maybe I'd be sleeping. So I'd look at the higher time frame, right? So let's say if someone missed this move, so let's look at the 4-hour time frame. I'd look at the higher time frame and I'd be like, okay, you know what? How could I have executed on this trade? How could I have taken a trade on this trade? And then I would say, okay, let me just do this. Let me just bring out my black marker over here, and let's just do this right over here, right? And I would do this. I would say, okay, let's just do this. And then I would say, okay, maybe this is how I could have taken a buy over here to take this trade. Maybe if price created a high over here, or if price created a high over here, maybe if trend is bullish, I should have just looked for a support formed. So maybe this was a support formed in the higher time frame. And then, based on the 1 hour and the 30-minute, we know that candles, for them to move up, they need to respect the lows of the previous candles. They need to keep making higher highs and higher lows. So then I would say, okay, well, for the 4-hour to continue moving up, it needs to respect this previous low. It needs to break this high to continue up to the daily high. That's what I would do. And then I would remove it. I'd say, okay, well, this made sense over here. So maybe next time when it happens, I may wanna try it. You try it once, it doesn't work. You try it again, it works. And you keep trying. You just keep trying. You keep watching it happen. Man, I tell people, listen, if you're missing out on trades, that's good. It's good to miss out on trades. It's really good to miss out on trades because like, what would you rather do? Would you rather take a bad entry fearing a loss, or would you rather miss out on a trade and learn from it? And if you look at GPAUD, if you took entries right over here when we identified them, you should be up like 10, 12 pips by now on GPAUD. You should continue up towards 1.8 to 900. This is basically from exactly this methodology is from Market Fluidity, 100%. 100%. You can read about it. You can go watch the recaps, the webinars. It's all in there. Price came down, bottom wick, broke the high, stopped below the candle over here, and continuing up towards 1.8 to 900. When you move into like 10, 12 pip profits, put stops at break even, secure profits, and let the rest run. Easy, simple. So the YouTube gulag, if you took this trade, if you took this signal, just give a like on the stream, give a like because it helps a lot of people. Ooh, your JPY tapped into this target as well. Same thing happened over here, exactly same situation happened right over here. What's this? Okay, I'm really in deep FOMO. That's fine, man. FOMO is good. FOMO is better than being in a drawdown. Trust me. FOMO is going to build character. FOMO is going to build your personality to trade. Trust me on that. When you can wake up and you can see a missed move and you can just look at the missed move and say, okay, you know what? Whatever, man. This is going to happen tomorrow. If not tomorrow, it's going to happen next week. If not next week, it's going to happen the month after that. The moment you can wake up and you can look at the market in the eye and say, okay, you know what? Whatever. It's going to happen again and I'm going to get you. And then you're going to miss it again. And then you're going to say, okay, you know what? It's okay. I'm going to get you again. And then a time comes when you get it. Let's take a look at GPAUD over here. AUD USD analysis. So waiting for support to be broken to take sells. You have clean candles. I think your TP is way too big. Your TP is, I wouldn't say unrealistic, but it's below this support over here. It's below this support over here. And then it's below this kind of like problematic area right over here. So you have levels here. If you miss a bust, there's always another one coming. Yeah, no FOMO. Hey, any way to track my magic keys? Yes, you should get an email. If you haven't gotten an email, send an email to Magic Keys, and then we'll hook you up with the tracking number. So what did you say? Where can you learn this from? If you can find a way to learn this from, then you consider yourself lucky. I was in the pound AUD, but not in euro AUD, and I was looking for both. I hate when this happened, but like you said, one missed opportunity is a lesson. Yes. If you miss an opportunity, it's a lesson. It's an opportunity for you to learn. If you miss an opportunity, that does not mean you jump in that missed opportunity. It makes no logical sense, man. Are you stupid? It makes no sense at all. I used to tell that to myself all the time. I used to tell myself that, hey man, Raja, are you stupid? Why'd you do this again, man? You like let's say someone is selling GJ right now, and I would say, man, Raja, are you stupid? Why are you selling GJ? It's trending. Why not just learn from this and see that, okay, how could you have entered the buy? Why not just like figure out where could you have entered the buy and wait for it to happen the next time? Maybe if it's gonna happen the next time, bro, you're gonna be ready for that. Oh wow, looks like the governments in Europe are adding VAT to trading. Wow, that's crazy. Let's take a look at this chart here. This is GJ 30-minute. Resistance created after this candle closed bearish. Took sell thinking we are rejecting resistance to go down with London open volume. Candle open over here. Candle opened with a low volume candle. After looking at hindsight, I was taking a sell in the range. Yes, that's correct. You were taking a sell in the range. You were also taking a sell in a very, very bullish market. I mean, you look on the daily. Daily has a wick to fill. Why not look for a wick to fill on the higher time frame than to look for a small shitty range to take a sell? So that's something you have to ask yourself, why? And if you look at GPUD is coming up towards 1.82900. We're at 1.82844. 1.82900 is on its way right now. Someone asked a question about GPUD over here. Would your entry in GPUD been based off the 5-minute? No. My entry in GPUD was based on the break of this previous candle. No 5-minute, no 1-minute, a break of this area, a stop loss kept below this candle here. When this was happening, I actually called this out for people, who wanted to take entries on GPUD. So we called it out, and this should continue up towards 1.82900. So your stop was basically 10-11 pips. Your TP was 1.82900. You would have been securing position at like 10-11 pips and letting it runners run up to 1.82900. I took the GJ buys based on the 5-minute. Alright, let's take a look here. So higher highs, higher lows, entry upon break of the 5-minute high right here. And you took your profits. I think it was aggressive. It was aggressive. It was in a bullish market, and you made it work. So just quietly just tell yourself, okay, you won the trade today, and that's it. Just quietly tell yourself that. Spread is almost 4 pips on GPUD. Yeah, spread is higher on GPUD. I have like 2.4 pip spread on GPUD. What's your plan on GJ now? Well, my plan on GJ now is to wait for it to create some sort of a support so I can take a buy so we can continue moving up. That's my plan. So there's a lot of waiting now. There's a lot of waiting now. All right, let's take a look at this chart here. This is okay, yeah, this is a good chart. What's wrong with this? Closed 100% at 10 pips as prices are approaching daily highs. This is good. I don't see any problems with it. We did reach the target we have here. I don't have any questions today. I just enjoy your live, so thank you. Hey, good morning. Do you think positions can be entered on GJ based on supports formed on 5-minute as seen on GJ keeps them? Yeah, I mean on 5-minute you can enter positions, but then again it's risky. It's aggressive, On 5-minute it's aggressive. So I'll have no comments on 5 minute because that's not the way how I trade. I can only have comments on the 30 minute and the 15 minute because that's how I trade. I found success that way, and that's the only thing I can talk about. 5 minute, it's aggressive. If you want to do it on your own accord with managed risk, go ahead. But for me, it's pretty aggressive. Is it good to see range within a range? No, it's not good to see a range within a range. Seeing a range within a range is like you're now drawing ranges on the 15-minute time frame and the 5-minute time frame, and it gets pretty hard. What do you think when trend is very bullish to watch a 5-minute chart to see resistance? I just answered that question. 5-minute is no 5-minute. I don't look at 5-minute. I mean, 5-minute is risky. It's something we talk about this in the unlearn and relearn section of market fluidity. It's what we talk about is like when you're looking at the smaller time frames are weak confirmation time frames because the confirmations are really weak. So you really have to relax with the ideas on 5-minute time frames. It's pretty risky. 5-minute is really risky. Jeez. Jeez. New high was created, waiting for support to be created for bullish momentum. Yep, this looks good. Waiting for support to be creating for price to continue moving up. We're at 193. You're looking for price over here, like 20 pips, 25 pips. Looks like GA is about to tap into 1.29, 1.82900. 1.82900 is coming up. I'm going to keep an eye on this, man. Wow, this would be the highlight of the day. Even though I don't trade this pair, but I saw this happening from a mile away. Damn, should be up like 15 pips. About to tap into 1.82900 here. And then we're going to bring out the horns. The horns are going to come out for a GPUD here today. We're moving slowly. This candle is coming to a close. 30-minute candle is coming to a close in a minute and a half. We're at 1.82877, 1.82877, 881, 881. Come on. Can we get a little bit more? Can we get a little bit of a push towards 1.82900? We're going to U-turn back to this. Ooh, GJ is trying to come down over here now. EJ is also rejecting that level. Looks like GA is not going to tap 1.82900, but I'm going to consider that as a win here. Let's take a look at this chart here. This is GU. I saw this and wanted to ask myself how could I have taken this trade. Okay, I could have a buy when price broke the top wick of the bullish candle, okay, but at the same time would have been buying resistance. See, you saw this happen once, you'll see this happen again, and then you see it happen 4 more times, and then you see it happen again like maybe 2 more times, and then you're going to have enough confidence to execute on this. This is something I used to look at all the time, and I would ask the same question. I would ask the same question, okay, I can buy right now, it seems good, but there's resistance. I used to ask myself this all the time. But the more I saw this happen, the more confident I got down the line to actually execute on it. And then once I started executing on it, once I started seeing some sort of a level of success in the scenario, then I brought it forward to everybody. And we're moving up towards 1.82900 now. Come on. 1.82900. 1.82884, 84, 886, 886, 1.82886, 889. Come on. Oh man, come on. A little bit. We're going to get to 1.82900. We're going to U-turn back to that area again. But looking at GJ is looking like it's kind of like, rejecting, just needs some sort of a support to be formed for price to continue moving up. GJ 15-minute high made over here. Waiting for GJ to form a support potential here. Yeah, that would be a good idea for price to maybe form like a potential support. But yeah, I'm going to be looking for support to be formed as well. I guess I guess this was the win on GA over here. Got up to like almost 1.8 to 900. So that was a win. That was a win for GJ. There we go. That was a small win for GJ.
What?
Do you have an opinion on Euro USD? I don't have an opinion on Euro USD. I think you should send a chart so that we all can have an opinion on GPAUD. So if you took this trade on GPAUD over here and you got some profits, this was your trade for the day and that's it. What do you think about euro or pound? Who is better or stronger to trade? Both are better to trade. It's just like how much have you looked at one pair? You know, I only look at pound JPY and I think pound JPY to trade for me is amazing. So, you know, it's something you have to decide what you're going to do. Hey, I want to listen to the song you listen while you're trading. It's relaxing. Please tell me what's the title of the song. I'm really interested. Oh, we're coming up. We're coming up over here. 1.82900. 1.82900 is on its way over here. We're going to keep an eye on this here. We're going to wait to see if it taps 1.82900. The songs, they're just from the YouTube library, YouTube audio library. I just download random songs and that's it. Alright, we're retracing over here. 1.82900 coming up. Come on, push. Push a little bit, GA. GA, you can do it. You can do it. We're counting on you. We're counting on you, GA. G. Hope no one sold GA. Alright, we're gonna loop back to GA. Oh, we're here. 1.82900. 1.82, push. Alright, this thing is retracing over here. If it retraces, creates a support, I think it's going to be a pretty good idea to continue moving up. So we shall wait and see. Do you have Netflix in YouTube? No, I don't have that there. Is it safe to enter GJ? Is it safe to enter GJ in a long, in a sell? Is it safe to enter GJ to go left, right? Safe to enter GJ for what? I'm waiting 9.5 for GA. That's a resistance level much stronger than 90. No. Well, yeah, sure. I mean, sure. I mean, if you aren't in buys, then you shouldn't be looking for sells because price is trending up. Ooh, we got a conspiracy theory going on here about Trump. Trump wants the stock market up, and everyone likes the stock market being up. That's what Trump wants. When the stock market up, everybody makes money. That's what Trump wants. Low interest rates, strong stock market. That's what he wants. Could you take a look at this chart? Would like to know your opinion on the labeling? Thanks. All right, let's take a look here. Ooh, mapped out resistance, didn't execute this trade. Resistance level, candle close above resistance. Would wait for the slight rejection over here, TP at previous high after March drop to fill the wick. It's pretty good. Would have put stops at 5 to 8 pips. I think your stop would have been below the candle and not 5 to 8 pips. What makes you think FTMO is a scam? I think you don't belong in the gulag and you shall be removed from the channel. We don't discuss gossip over here. Do you use overbought or oversold references for confidence for GJ? Nope, none of that. Could you please check this trade I took? Well, if you send it, we'll look at it. Why aren't you considering support on GJ that is formed on the 15 minute? Where? Where's the support formed on the 15 minute? I mean, either I'm blind or you're seeing some things I don't see. But I don't see a support formed on 15 minute at all. I don't see that nowhere. What's this? GJ just reached 140.20. GJ can fall to 139.83, can make a support around 139.92. Okay, yeah, this can happen. We can basically wait to see if that does happen. Are you long or short? No, I gave an idea on GA longs, which ran for about almost 20 pips. So that would have been a good trade here for today, till we went up to 1.82900. So when this trade was given out, let's see here. When this trade was given out to reach 1.82900, basically the idea was that candle was breaking the high over here, keeping the stop below the previous candle, and just trusting the fact that price will continue moving up. And you know, it did. Also, we looked at the Chinese indicator too, where you know the pound was strong, and I mean that was just for shits and giggles anyway. I just started trading on 5 minute recently. Whenever I add position, it gets combined with previous position. How do I stop that? I have not experienced that at all. I think it's something to do with your MetaTrader or your broker. MT5, yeah, I have not experienced that at all. Whenever I add a position, it just adds on like a separate position, not combined position. And looks like we're about to tap 1.82900 now. 1.82900 coming on. GA, this move is going to be completed once we tap 1.82900. Man, we have fun here every morning. Every morning we have a lot of fun. For me, it combines the position I see market as MT5. Yeah, it's a broker thing, so you have to contact your broker. I have never ever experienced that where the positions, you know. So you know, if you guys took this trade on GPAUD, man, you know that this was the mango power right over here. The mango power took this trade up to where it's at right now. We're coming up to 1.82900, and I guess this is going to be the time where we can say, okay, we can bring up the horns. When the horns come up, we know the 1.82900 mango power in the morning. You don't answer me. Where is the fun now? You don't answer me. Where is the fun now? All right. Let's take a look at this chart over here. How do you differentiate between when to use break and retest or entering on the break of the candle high or the candle low? That's one question I get all the time. You know, this one question I get all the time, that how to differentiate, and the way to differentiate that is through experience. You know, break and retest is very, I would say, break and retest is very strong confirmation. You know, because you're waiting for the candles to close, you're waiting for candles to create supports or resistances. When you're entering when the candle breaks the high or the low, that's an aggressive entry. You know, that's aggressive entry, and that comes with experience. You know, the more you watch it, the more you're gonna see it, the more you're gonna see that, okay, you know what, it works maybe 20% of the time or 40% of the time, and then you're like, okay, you know what, maybe I'm able to execute this on this. But At the same time, like I know people that when they are not consistent in break and retest or like waiting for the candles to close or open and they try impulse entries, you will fail miserably. Trust me, you will get slaughtered in the market. Slaughtered. It's not going to work at all. And people send me charts like that all the time, man. Hey, I took an impulse entry over here. Man, you're not even consistent at candle closing. How are you trading, how are you trading impulse entries? Doesn't make any sense. It's like when you can't ride a bicycle with two wheels, how are you going to ride a bicycle with one wheel? It takes a man. It took me months and months and months to be able to execute successfully on breaks of the highs or the lows. It took me months. I mean, it didn't really I just woke up one day and started executing. No, man, it took me months. When I was good at it, then I decided, okay, you know what? I'm going to bring this idea forward to market fluidity. That's what we did with the last intake. In the last intake, I brought that idea forward. And then the next intake is going to be in October or November. And there are some more good ideas we're bringing forward, like, entering, adding positions, and, some other stuff I'm working on. So, man, price action is really, really, really simple. Really simple. It just takes a lot of time. How many confirmations you wait for? Just one. Well, two. Here we had bullish. We looked at a Chinese indicator. It was also bullish. And the buys worked out. If you don't wait for candle close, your lack of money will lose your hose. That's actually pretty good. I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna use that on my. That's a great quote. There we go, boys. We tapped 1.8 to 900. I can't stress this enough. We had a winning trade today. This is going to be the highlight here for today. This highlight is going to be amazing. Mango power. The moment I bring out the mango juice, this mango juice, look, it says Shazan mango juice. Your JPY is kind of like retracing right now, coming back down to this. Now here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. This is the support on your JPY right over here. Price needs to respect this support so we can continue moving up, right? Price needs to respect it so we can continue moving up. If we break this support, then we are coming down. So you can't look for sells over here. You can look for sells once you have a candle breaking and closing below, what's this, like, let's say 126,500. Yeah, right there. Oh man, I can't believe GPUD worked out perfect. Charlene sent that chart there earlier on GPUD and I saw it. I'm like, man, Charlene is onto something. And this buy worked out perfect. All right, we're back on GJ over here. I've noticed that trading on 15-minute confirmations on GJ is very dangerous. Well, that's actually very true. But in other pairs, it tends to be more valid. What do you think? I think 15-minute is a low confirmation time frame, whether it's any pair. That's what I believe. 15-minute is low confirmation time frame. For you to say that it's not dangerous on other currencies, I think that you have seen that happen for a couple months. If you haven't, then I would say to watch something happen for a couple months and then go ahead with it. Can you please explain about Chinese indicator? Yeah, it's a joke. It's a big joke. Chinese indicator, it's a big joke. Don't take this seriously. I just use this as confluence, a little bit. I mean, if the pound AUD, we were looking for buys over here and, we looked at this for just shits and giggles and pound was strong, AUD is closed, whatever, so it made much more sense to continue going up. Got to go, guys. See you tomorrow. No trades for me today. No trade is better than losing trades. Haha, that's true. Take care, Pablo. You know what I was thinking on 15-minute here? What I was thinking was that if this 15-minute breaks the high of the previous 15-minute, what are the odds that it's going to continue moving up to retest, 140, 200, which is going to be around 10, 11 pips away. And the stop could be like 7, 8 pips away. That's something I'm watching. I'm not going to execute on it. I'm just watching it because I'm not 100% confident in this. I'm just going to watch it happen. Well, it looks like we're going to tap into 1.83 thousand here, boys, on GPUD. If you were in this trade, your runner should be up like around 23, 24 pips. All right, so let's see here. Yeah, this was the trade. This was the chart Charlene shared. This was the chart she shared. Candle was bullish, it closed below, and next candle broke the high, and we expected it to continue up. So it's pretty good. Okay, we're almost breaking the high over here. And I guess if it does break the high, we're moving into NY open here as well in around 11 minutes, and that should continue price moving up. We'll see what happens. All right, let's take a look at this chart here. This is Euro JPY 30 minute. Oh, pretty good, pretty good. I think you should have sent this chart earlier when you were taking the position. Can you help me again, sir? No, we only help you once. We don't help you again and again. What do you think this is? Fucking, is this am I a social worker? Can you help me again? I'm not running a social service over here. All right, what's this? What do you think? Yeah, I think it's good. You have a sell running. I don't know whether you secured profits here or what you do. There's no labeling. I have no idea what you did over here. I think everyone was helped here with JVPAUD. Everybody was helped here with GPAUD. You know. Okay, we have broken the high on the 15-minute here. Now the test. This is what I'm testing right now. In a very strong uptrend, can a 15-minute time frame continue on towards 140, 200? This is what I'm testing. I've been testing this for about like 3 weeks now, and this is the 4th week now. So it's almost going to be a month. And I think with the volume coming in NY Open, this should continue moving up. If you have taken a trade on GPUD here, do not take another trade. Do not be that dumbass who takes another trade and just loses the profits. Don't do that. Where are the others, Raja? Only you today. I think all the others took sells on GJ. That's where they are. They all took sells on GJ. And now they're just like, they're crying in despair, or Kerwin is probably drinking his tequila, drinking the sorrows away. What about AUD JPY? Man, see now, AUD JPY is closed at this point. AUD is closed and the yen is closed. So why do you want to, oh look, I did my nails did. I had my nails did over here yesterday. Had my nails did. Yeah, so AUD is closed and the yen is closed. So it makes no sense to trade AUD and JPY. Oh, this Kerwin is here. Kerwin is probably in buys now again to continue up towards 140, 200. how do you control your emotions as a beginner? You focus on 1 to 2 trades and that's it. 1 to 2 trades. 1 to 2 trades is going to take you to the promised land. Trust me. You see this, and then the market gives you this shirt. Pips. Pips. Actually, this shirt was sent by these guys over here. Let me show you. This shirt was sent by these guys here. Dudes be like, yeah, baby, I got you something for your birthday. And something is like a stupid drawing. Okay, this shirt was sent by these guys here, the Forex, the Forex scammers. I'm one of the Forex scammer here. Scammed everyone on GPAUD here today, boys. Oh, we have reached 1.83 thousand on GA. Damn, this calls for a celebration. This is the celebration here now for GPAUD. We have reached the target of targets over here. 1.83 thousand mango power. Mango power for everybody. You know, when I come to London, I'm going to bring these mango juices for everyone who comes to the boot camp. These mango juices, trust me, man. These mango juices gives you that. Yeah, okay, so this was sent by these guys over here, the Forex brand. I don't know why they stopped, because look, their last post was 36 weeks ago. This is like, if you guys run this channel, if you're watching this right now, understand this, you know. I wanted you to win, you stopped being consistent, and I mean, why, man? Why? Last post was November 2019. That's almost going to be a year in 4 months. Too bad, so sad. Are you coming to London? Oh yes, I'm going to be in London England. We're doing a 3-day boot camp. I'm going to be there from the 2nd till the 11th. I'm going to be there for about almost a little bit more than a week. So we're going to have like a big get together. We're going to have like a dinner for everyone who wants to come around, and yeah, it's going to be a good time. The whole problem is that we'll have to pick a place that can allow up to like 50 people or 60 people. Yeah, it looks like this is working out here on GJ. You know, like break the high on the 15-minute. It should continue to retest the high at 140-200. This is something I've been testing, and yeah, it should work out. Raja, come to Colombia. Yeah, maybe next year. Is it for those on the course or anyone? No, this is for people who registered for the boot camp. I mean, everything is in my description, man. Like you can just do that in my description. So it's going to be from the 4th till the 6th September. I mean, man, I post this on my story too. You guys can look at that over there. Miami probably going to be November or December. Euro JPY, please, 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 Euro JPY. So Euro JPY, someone said please, please, please. Police, police, police. Euro JPY, 15-minute. Oh, okay. It's kind of doing the same thing as GJ, where it kind of like creating like a minor support over here to continue moving up. You know, and as we're moving into closer to NY Open, oh, this is up like 6 pips over here. I think 10 is going to be at 140-200. I took an impulse entry on the 15-minute wick break, assuming it's a bullish trend. Your thoughts will work. I already gave my thoughts on that. Hey, quick question about leverage. The current leverage I use is 25-1. I want to upgrade it, but I'm not sure what should be the best option. I saw you use 500-1 on simulations. Do you recommend 500 on your strategy? Leverage has nothing to do with strategy, right? Leverage just means the amount of risk you can add to a running trade, right? Let's say if you have a $1,000 account, if you have a 25-1 leverage, which means you can't open risk more than, you can't open more than, let's say, 20-cent lots. If you have a 500-1 leverage, that means you can open a much bigger lot size. Hey, Sinan. Look at this. Say hi, Sinan. All right, we'll be right back. Ooh, looks like we're rejecting this area now, so no buys. Coming close to the NY Open. What's this? Euro GBP 15 minute. So you're looking for price to make a bullish candle, then a minor retracement, minor resistance, and then continue down. Yep, this looks good. Looks good, looks good. Ooh, look at that rejection from that level. 1.83 thousand rejection, straight move down. What's this? Mr. G Star donated Australian dollars. Will you be running a live trading sessions from London? Maybe. Maybe, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Probably I will. What lot sizes do you recommend on a 600 CAD account? I would say like 0.05 would be pretty good. Hey, I personally don't care for gossip, but I'm really debating starting an FTMO account. I would like professional traders' opinion like yours. Can I please have your opinion on FTMO? I have personally, I mean, people have sent me a lot of problems that they've had with FTMO. This is not, I'm not making this up. People have sent me those problems. I asked FTMO. I asked those guys from FTMO to come on the live streams, because we have, how many people we got here today? We have, all right, it's not loading, probably like around 3,000, 2,900, like around almost like 3,000 people here, right? I asked FTMO to come to the live streams, we could have a discussion, like you can talk about what you guys do, what you guys offer, and maybe debunk certain myths, that there are in the industry about you guys, and they said, no, we're not going to do that. And then I was approached by Funding Talent. Funding Talent is another proprietary firm that funds traders. You can find the link in my description. It's an affiliate link, so if you do sign up through that link, I will make some money on it. I'm not gonna deny that. So they approached me. They're like, hey, like, you know what? We're going to be willing to come on the live stream and answer some questions and this or that. And they came on the live stream. Two young ladies. They came over there. They run the hunting talent here from Canada. They came on the live stream. They answered questions. I mean, it was awesome. I think if you're looking for more information, that was done on the 31st or the 24th July. Yeah, I think 31st or the 24th July. So you know, I respect that. When people do that, they're like, hey, like, you know what, we're running a business and you have a platform where we can get exposure and probably help people. I'm like, okay, man, for sure. Come on, the stage is yours. But also know this, whenever someone comes as a guest on the live streams, they're signing up towards criticism. You know, they're signing up towards being criticized with questions asked, and they should be answering questions, you know, and they actually came on and it was amazing. I was like, oh wow, I didn't expect anyone with a funding company to come on like that. So let me just see which date was that. It was one of the Fridays. Should be the 31st July, should be the 24th July. So let's take a look at this. This is 24th July. This is the fun thing about live streams, you know, they're all saved.
Hey, I'm Marquet Latimer. Look.
Oh, come on, man. Marquet Latimer. No one wants to listen to your ads over here. So this was not the 24th July. Actually, I'll find it and I'm going to let you guys know. Are you still looking for some trades? You know, honestly, I'm looking for some sort of a support to be formed on the 30-minute. And if that support can be formed before 9 a.m. Eastern, then I think it's going to be pretty good. But I'm not looking for more trades. I think the only trade that I would have taken if I wasn't in GJ would have been GA right over here, which we identified when it was starting out. Okay, here it is. I found it. This was on the 17th, I think, the 17th July. So if you look at the stream from 17th July, you're gonna find it. Yeah, this was 17th July. These were two ladies we had. They run the funding talent. So there are no tests. They have no tests. It's just like, hey, you want an account, you pay the amount, you get the account, and the money you make on that account, a percentage goes towards the live account, and you can start trading there on the live account. You can choose from one thing. Okay, you know what? I'm not going to talk about that anymore. I'm just going to shut up now. I get carried on with conversations, man. Zoom chat is documented. Yes, everything we do on the live stream is all documented. And Andrew, when you said that, I know you don't rewatch the live streams then, because everything is documented. What was your conclusion with that move you said you have been checking for the past month? My conclusion was that it's a 15-minute move, and there's no strong confirmation on the 15-minute. I didn't realize you had an affiliate link to them. Oh, yes. All right. All right, let's take a look at this chart here. We have some charts coming in. Oh, free traffic support form, stop loss here, target over here for buys. Okay, so you need this candle to respect the low and then continue moving bullish. What about the 30-minute bullish close? Could that mean we could see 200 being hit? 30-minute bullish close. Where is it? Where is the 30-minute bullish close? I don't see a 30-minute bullish close here, except for this one. The current one. Oh yeah, the current one, if it closes bullish, then yeah, there's a probability we're gonna hit, 140, 200 again. If it closes bullish, right? So now we're just waiting for the 30-minute candle to close. What do you think about silver? I don't think anything about silver. Can I join the Zoom? No, you can't. What are the problems? Okay, can you please check USD CHF? No, you need to send a chart. What happened to trading with Paul? I think he got tired of trading Asian session. Oh wow, gold is falling right now. Gold has fallen 81 pips. Damn, man. Gold just goes. Gold gives no warnings at all. But we also got unemployment claims coming in at 23 minutes. We got unemployment claims coming in at 23 minutes. That should be moving the US dollar here. Hey, what do you think about this trade idea for GU? Let's take a look at this. For people, talking about FTMO and hunting talent, I just gave my opinion. My opinion is my opinion. Nothing you can say or do can change my opinion. That's my independent, separate, biased, very unbiased opinion about these two things, and that's about it. There's like no discussion on that at all. I mean, just like how I can't change people's opinions, it's the same way you can't change my opinion on certain things. It's just the way how it is. Just like, GJ didn't go up to retap 140, 200 on 15-minute time frame. It's just like I just can't change certain things. Can you tell me your vision here? Let's take a look here. My vision on this chart. Please tell me your opinion on this trade. I'm looking for another entry. So this is GJ. Yeah, if you're looking for another entry, I think you should be securing positions over here, maybe putting stops at break even, secure positions. And I mean, if you can see a bullish candle closing on a 30-minute chart, I think that will give you some sort of confirmation for price to continue moving up. But since we see this exhaustion, we're exhausting at 140-200. You see this exhaustion over here, you see another exhaustion over here. So, now you may want to wait for a support to be formed for price to continue moving up, or a bullish candle to give you that confirmation to continue moving up. Any possibility for a sell on GJ? Go ahead, sell GJ. Sell GJ all you want. Let's take a look at this chart here. Man, some people really belong in the... Man, some people do not deserve to trade at all. Do not. I mean, trading is a luxury, and if you are in this luxury to trade, man, I mean, price is trending bullish. Why would you want to look for sells? It's so dangerous to look for sells. If the candle breaks above it, close it. Oh, nice. So you got this US 30 sell over here ready for the news. The news is coming in 20 minutes. See US 30 ranging here. Maybe the unemployment news is going to break US 30 out of the range. So we're going to wait and see what happens. I took EJ buys on the break of the high of the 15-minute candle. Oh, beautiful. Nice. See, now EJ has created that market structure here. It had a minor resistance formed. It formed a support with this candle closing bullish. And now this is on its way to... Now, theoretically, in an uptrend, this should tap into 126,700 again, or even 126,730 to retest this high over here. Theoretically, that should happen, because whenever this happens, there's a 80% chance it's going to happen. You need your own talk show. Welcome to the Call In and Ask Raj a Stupid Questions show. That's true. Would you consider sells if price closes below 140? Why? Why would that be? Why would 140 be a level where we should be looking for sells? I think you need to send a chart on technically on what you see. Maybe below this minor support, we could look for sells. coming down to this area, but 140, technically there's nothing at 140. What to do if a pair starts moving without confirmation? Nothing. You just wait. You just let it move. 100 pips in profit on GJ. That guy should be banned from YouTube and not securing. Yes, that's true. We love you even if you don't want us in your Zoom chat. Oh, thank you, thank you. If you can find access to the Zoom chat, consider yourself lucky. You know, yeah, if you can get access there. What's this? GJ, 8 pip loss, 0.03 lot. Should have waited for candle to close above support. Yeah, man. I mean, your entry was over here. This was like, I don't even know why this entry was taken. Hey, in Slack, if you guys send me entries like this, I'm going to send you guys to the Gulag. You shouldn't be sending entries like this. Buying at a very, very high over here. Hey, could you check Euro USD? You need to send a chart on Euro USD so we can look at it. Hey, what do you think of this trade idea on GU? Let's take a look at this chart. GU. GU, trade idea, circle, 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 arrow going up. Looks good. Looks perfect. Looking for price to retest the support level and move up to DA. I would assume it means Daisy. I'm assuming it means Daisy. What else starts with DA? Dad moved up to Dad. Oh, daily? It means, oh yeah, okay. I think it means daily. This thing is chopped up over here. And I don't know if this entry is a good entry or not. It's a very bad entry. Hey, what do you think about GPCAD? What do I think about GPCAD? Let's take a look here. You know, I would have never thought that I'd be doing live streams and I'd be doing what I'm doing right now. I would have never, ever thought about that. These live streams, they all started as a joke. This was all a big fat joke. And now the live streams are a world of their own. Touched that level and rejected. Trend bearish, close 30-minute bearish. Next 30-minute candle make lower low. But the problem is, it's approaching a support, man. Look at this. Are we not wearing glasses? Where are glasses today? Look at this. We're approaching a support over here. There's another support down over here. So why is your take profit below a support? Maybe you're waiting for volume to break the support. You know, very strong support. We got respected over here, and now we're coming back down over here again. So it's very dangerous. Danger, danger, stranger danger. Look at this, man. Ooh, your JPY is coming back down. I hope no one's over trading. I hope no one's taking more than 2-3 trades. I hope no one is, destroying their gains. I just joined. All right, interesting. I just joined. Are we waiting for news? Question mark. Just deposited $100 to my live account and waiting to take the first live Forex trade of my life. It's just the best day to take the first trade. Well, for you, Guyane 1978, we will let the news come in. Then we shall see what we can do. My trading has improved since I started watching your streams. Oh, thank you. It's too kind. Gulag is Russian prison in Riksmanagement light terms. It means we put the YouTube chat. Yeah, if you guys read the Gulag archipelago or something like that, you're gonna learn more about what the Gulag was, why it started, how it's a very sensitive topic for You know, like people who went through that gulag episode. You're looking for anything on GJ today? Well, if there's a support formed on GJ, you know, around this area here, then we may be looking to take buys to maybe retest this area, because this 30-minute candle is about to close in 13 minutes, and for all we know now, it's creating a resistance right over here. This is the first resistance being created after this area here, this silly little area here. So see, this candle closed bearish, next one went up, so this wasn't a resistance, this was just a retest. You know, this is a resistance because you have one candle closing bearish, and then you have next one about to close, so now this is the resistance being formed. Let's take a look at this chart here sent by J. J entry here after the new higher high reached 7.7 pips. I was expecting the market push open, but it touched my stop loss. Should I have waited for 30-minute confirmation? Jay, I think you need to go rewatch Unlearn and Relearn section where we talk about how this candle closing a small body candle means less and very low volume. You see this? If this candle closed strong body, then you should have traded in trade. But if this closed like a small body candle, you should have closed, let's say 50% or 75% of the trade. So that's how you could have managed your risk. But, you know, it's a lesson learned, so that's all good. What do you think about sell for AUD USD? Okay, send a chart over here. Yeah, no problem, bro, no problem. But these are really important, you know, the way the candles close. Candle closed like a small body, so, you know, it gets a little bit tricky.
Roger, quick question. Where you got that support on the 30 minutes? Where you got that line from?
Oh, this one? This is just right over here where 15-minute had an issue over here.
Okay.
That's just for my own visual. It's nothing important. Ooh, this
now, GJ right here is on support on the 1 hour, like July 28 or something like that. That's why it's having problems breaking this area right here. You go far left, July 28. We never came back to that area, so we found it. So if the 30 minutes close bullish, I'm looking to take buys above it.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a great idea. If this closes bullish. If this closes bearish, then we got a resistance formed. But if it closes bullish, then we got an opportunity for it to continue moving bullish. Your JPY is coming down to this 30-minute support. If we break this support, then it's going to be a deeper move down towards 126.370. If we respect the support, then there's a higher probability we may continue moving up. Hey, you need to restart your PC. No, I think you need to leave the stream. Why would I want to restart my PC and close the stream? Doesn't make any sense. Just when I thought the gulag couldn't get any weird. Who was talking with Rakeel? That was my good friend Kevon. Kevon from Miami, who lives in a gated community. Real traders live in gated communities like Kevon. Looks like at this NY Open, at this New York session, I had no trades in New York session. Yeah, no trades taken in New York session. Gave out an idea on GPAUD, and that was about it. Oh, because I have pending Windows update. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm probably going to do that. I'm probably going to do that later on. after the stream. I didn't even know what this meant, pending. I guess I knew, but it wasn't like in my frontal cortex. Wix, have you ever traded? Have you ever traded today? Are you just looking at the market? I haven't found an opportunity to take a trade. What do you normally do if you don't take any trades in the Asian session? Do you look in Asian? Oh, NY session. Do you look in Asian session? No. If I don't find a trade in New York session, I just come back with the next New York session. You know, if when you're a new trader, and if you don't find a trade in New York session, it doesn't mean that you should go towards the Asian session to look for the trade. It means that now you should come back the next time in the New York session to look for a trade. You know, so you know, as Ted right, Andrew said it perfectly, that you know, it's like sport. You know, it's not like you can catch a goal in every game. You know, some games you're gonna make no goals at all. Let's take a look at gold here. People are saying gold is falling, and oh wow, gold is falling. Is gold falling to grab liquidity and move up with the news, which is going to be bad? We shall see. I made $500 today. Didn't realize I was too much into the trades working out. That's amazing, man. You made $500. People work at least 4 days in the developed world to make $500. Take that in. Not even in poor countries. Country like Canada, average daily pay if you work 8 hours is like almost like $110, $120, if not more. As the NY is opening, can we look for a buy when the next candle closes current tick? See now, NY has already opened. NY is not a door. It's not like a door, someone slowly opening NY. You're like, oh, as the NY is opening. NY already opened 20 minutes ago. You know, I just don't know, man. I apologize for the Zoom chat. These comments come from the Gulag, so. Yeah, $500 and more than Thailand's monthly minimum wage. Oh, wow. What do you use to draw candles? I use Zoom to draw candles. How long would you doing this, Raja? As long as you live? I don't know. I'll tell you what my master plan is, right? My master plan. My master plan is so evil. It's so devious. I know someone's watching this and they will screen record this to show it to everybody. I don't care. You think I care? No, I don't care. My master plan is to have, okay, how many people we got here today on YouTube? We have around 3,000 people watching, right? My master plan is to have 10,000 people watching live. That's my master plan. If I can have 10,000 people watching live, and then what I'm going to do is then I'm going to roll out a monthly subscription for YouTube. I think I can get 10,000 people watching live in the next 2 years or 3 years, right? And then I'm going to roll out a monthly subscription for these live streams. The monthly subscription is going to cost like $5. It's going to be like $5 a month, $10 a month for everyone. So everyone who wants to watch the live stream, you will have to pay $10 a month, maybe $20 a month to watch the live stream. And because the amount of free money I have given here for everyone for the last 2 years, I think I deserve something back in return. I haven't gotten anything in return for anyone who has been making free money from these live streams. Someone is saying no. Some person said no, don't do that. Wow, man. If you said no, you don't even deserve to be here. Yeah. So.
I think you should charge in steaks.
Yeah, I should start charging steaks.
Come on, Rico. You knew that was going to happen.
Yeah. If some people are going to say, no, don't do that, man. That's why I'm going to do that. You know what that's going to do? That's going to filter out the Gulag, and then with $5 a month, we're going to move up one level on the Gulag. You know, and then another level. Man, I know people who pay $10 a month for the gym membership, and they don't even go to the gym. And every month, the money just keeps on coming out of their account. I'm one of those people. You know, I have three gym memberships. One I use, and the other two I don't use, and they keep taking money out of the account. And the amount is so small that I can't be bothered to go drive over there to cancel the membership. That's the problem, you know. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. It's going to really filter out the gulag. People are liking it. Let's do it.
Just cancel your credit card.
Yeah.
Roger, you're teaching for money management here. $10? Come on, man.
Just joined the stream. Raja took any trades because there seems to have quite a big move. Yeah, we called out a GPAUD trade which ran really well. It ran like 30 pips. GPAUD trade. How can some of us afford $5 if we blow accounts? Well, then you shouldn't be trading if you're blowing accounts. You should just quit right now and look for something else. Trust me, quit right now if you're blowing accounts. Because that means you're not consistent, that means you're not disciplined, you're over trading, you're over risking, you're not respecting money, you want to make a lot of money really fast. When you want to make a lot of money really fast, it's never going to happen. Trust me on that, it will never happen. Fast money never comes. I've been trading one lots since August, and guys have been saying, "Oh man, you're trading one lot since August." And let me tell you this, right? Let me tell you this. I've been trading one lot since August, and trading one lot since August, I'm up about, for this month of August, I am up $2,288. $2,288 by trading one lots. You know, guys say, "Oh, you trade big lots is because that's why you make money." No, I'm trading one lots. You know, and it's only August 13th, and one lots, man. It's all perception. You trade 10-cent lots. This would have been maybe $220. If you traded 50-cent lots, it should have been, you know what, like $1,000. So. Okay. Hey, Will.
Hey, Roger. How are you?
Hey, good. How are you? Hey, we're gonna have you as a guest for tomorrow.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, we're gonna ask you some difficult questions you will need to answer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's
Please
what happens.
no.
Yeah.
Hey, what happened to your lot? I saw you decreasing your lot.
Yeah,
Because
I
you
went.
just bought a new house.
No, yeah, basically, so I went really hard on July, right? And in August,
Uh-huh.
I didn't want to trade because, you know, we had a lot of renovations to do at the house. We had a lot of work to do,
Oh
a lot
yeah.
of, upkeep and stuff. So
Oh yeah.
I decided that, okay, if I'm not going to trade in August, I might as well just, like maybe use very low risk.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, but I'm happy to see you buy a new house, man.
Yeah, thank
What
you,
a
man.
what I thought that you made within 2 years, yeah.
Yeah, within 2 years.
Yeah.
All from Forex.
All from Forex, yeah.
All from Forex, bro. In 3 years, I was able to save up enough to
Oh yeah.
get a house.
Yeah, you know what? Compounding is true, man. It's really true. It's real. It's
Yeah,
real.
it's real. Compounding is real.
Last month I made on July I made 18K, and then I stopped. Wow, amazing.
Yeah.
And then on June I made from April to July I think I made 100% win rate.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Starting from 666K to 120 something.
Oh man, that's amazing. Yeah, so we're gonna
My best results in Forex history.
in the history of Forex. Ooh, numbers are out over here, unemployment numbers. Nothing really happened. Looks like someone's playing a piano there in the background.
Yeah, we need some background music, yeah.
Yeah.
But yesterday I lost a lot, man.
Oh, why did you overtrade?
Yeah. Yeah, overtrade.
Oh, we can't have you as a guest anymore now.
Overtrade. Oh my god.
Oh, so the numbers came out positive. Less people filed for unemployment claims. So US 30 shot up, gold kind of shot down. I think in the next NYC by NYC, gold should continue moving down as the news gets absorbed into the market and they really know what's going on. We're having a rejection at that same level on GJ over here, where we had some sort of a support forming on the 15-minute before it continued moving up. So yeah, a lot of waiting over here. We formed a resistance. This is a successful resistance being created right over here, 140.080. Gulag
Yes,
guest
that is
someday. Okay. Bro, can you cut Tony's? Hey, if this 30-minute candle closes bullish, could be a good idea to take a buy. Yes, I believe so. But at the same time, the 4-hour candle is also coming to a close. You know, and if we investigate left here a little bit, let's take a look left here a little bit. We have an area at 14300. So I'm going to draw a visual line over there. Let's go through a smaller time frame, the 1-hour time frame. And let's zoom in at this point on the 1-hour time frame. And let's mute everyone here since. All right, so 140.300. This is a, so right now price is in this consolidation area. You see this? This is from 28 February. I think this is what Kevon was talking about this here as well. That we had a support form back then and we had a resistance form. So this is now in a range. This is in a 40 pip range. So let's go back to current price right now. Right, so this is, we are in a range. So now there's a very high probability if this 30-minute candle closes bullish, we can break this resistance and continue on towards 140.300. Raja, you really make me feel like a trader ever since I started watching your live stream. Oh, amazing. Man, people are still talking about FTMO topic. Like, what the hell is going on with you guys? Are you guys going through some, you know, like puberty or something like that? I mean, just let it go, man. Move on. God damn, man. No wonder you guys overtrade. No wonder you guys overtrade and over risk, because you just can't let things go. You know, and this is a personality trait. It's nothing, it's a personality trait, right? Because it's the same thing as when you take a loss, you don't want to let that loss go. You want to overtrade and you want to make that loss back. It's the same thing happening right now. You know, some people are still going on and on and on and on, and you're the same people who are not comfortable at all. Holy, all right. Because I was going to be on the muting everybody. People have no regards for their mics. I don't understand why. All right. I'm just going to close the gulag. Looks like GA also came down to the same level it broke up from. US 30 is also trying to break up over here. I think US 30 is going to continue moving. I think it can come up towards, you know, 28,043 with NYC open. Do you pray Fajr before streaming? No, I don't. Do you enjoy teachings? Teachings. I enjoy it. I enjoy trading. I enjoy doing live streams, and I enjoy teaching because I think I'm really good at teaching. I'm really good at hosting live streams. I wanted to be a rapper, I wanted to be a rapper back in the day. I wanted to perform in front of hundreds and thousands of people. That's what I wanted to do. That was my dream. I even had an album of 11 tracks. I had 11 tracks on an album. I told my dad once that, hey man, hey dad, listen, I didn't say hey man, he would have slapped me silly. So I told him, hey dad, I made an album. He thought I made a photo album. He started asking me, oh, whose pictures I put in the photo album. I'm like, no, it's a rap album. He's like, rap album? What are you going to do with that rap album, man? Go study. Your exams are here. This stupid rap album. But, and then we have this. We have the live streams. Now I can perform every day. Every day I can perform in front of thousands of people. Wow. We started from 20 people and now we're at thousands of people. Yeah, he thought I made a photo album. I signed up for your group. How far I have to update? I need to wait longer. Yes, Christina Ritan. It takes a couple of hours for you to get the confirmation email. It's probably like an hour or two. You might consider taking the break of the 30-minute candle high, or do you prefer to wait for the candle to close at this point? We have around 22 minutes left. Let's take a look on the 15-minute. See, the only problem is that there's this resistance right over here. This resistance right over here. This resistance needs to break for price to continue up in this 20 pip range. That resistance needs to break. So either it breaks this high over here and then continues up, or I think aggressive entry is going to be something like on GBP/AUD, which we had, as it breaks the high over here. But this will be very aggressive, extremely aggressive. A good entry is going to be if this candle closes above this resistance and the next candle breaks the high of this candle. That's going to be a much more conservative entry. How many people are new traders here? Probably 3 to 6 months. They don't understand the first thing about this business. You cannot take a very little of money and have actually sustainable income. Yeah, you cannot. How many years are you trading? Probably 4 years. Yeah, it was 4 years in June. Do you take into consideration wicks in your support resistance analysis? Oh yeah, I just explained this whole idea. This entire idea, I just explained it. I explained it from aggressive entry to a conservative entry. Why when you measure price range on gold, TradingView says 300 pips, but you read 30? Because that's how it's measured. Gold is measured by the dollar move. That's how it's measured, by the dollar move. Looks like we're breaking the high over here. Not quite yet. Euro JPY. Ooh, Euro JPY is also doing the same thing as GJ over here now. We're breaking above this level to continue moving bullish. Man, the highlight of the day is going to be GBP/AUD, which we had earlier. It was beautiful. Looks like the high has been broken here in 30-minute. The only problem why this is aggressive, because this 30-minute candle, it broke the low and it broke the high, but the trend is up. So this is going to be an aggressive entry where you're going to be taking, this is going to be a very aggressive entry if you take it based on the high, based on the break of the previous high. Your stop is going to be like 13-14 pips. TP is probably going to be like 18 to 19 pips. A conservative entry is going to be if. Now, when you're looking for a conservative entry, you're risking on missing the trade. You have to understand this, right? Either you wait for a conservative entry or you risk a loss by taking a risky trade. A conservative entry is going to be, let's say this candle closes with a wick. Let me just draw a candle over here. Let's say that this candle closes, you know, like something like this. A conservative entry is going to be when the next candle breaks the high of the previous candle, and then you expect it to continue moving bullish. That's going to be a conservative entry. Hope that makes sense. When you first started trading, were you using large capital? No, I started with $500, and then as time passed, you know, as I learned more, and then as I got comfortable, I added more money. I already grabbed 10 pips from the GG earlier. My runner got stopped out at break even. Going to be taking another entry. I don't think you should be taking another entry, Anthony Hernandez. You already secured 10 pips. Why the hell do you want to take another entry? It doesn't make sense. Does not make sense. God damn, man. Jesus. You already got a winning trade, and now you want to take another entry. Wow. Crazy. Insane. Yeah, looks like GG is moving up over here. Man, whoever took this aggressive entry over here, you should be, I mean, it should come up towards, you know, 140, 200 again. It should tap it there again. Yeah. We don't trade one lot like you. That's the most ignorant comment someone can make. We don't trade one lot like you. That just got me super mad right now.
Ban him, Roger.
Yeah, it's just so stupid, man. I mean, if you have, it's not about trading one lot. It's about the trade you're taking. If you're taking one trade, you're taking one trade. Whether it's on a 1 cent lot, 2 cent lots, 5 cent lots, it's just one trade means one trade. You know, I started by trading 10 cent lots. And then after 4 years, I'm up to like 20 lots. You know, it doesn't mean that if I'm taking a 1 cent lot trades, it doesn't mean I should be taking 6 trades a day. It doesn't make any sense. You're just destroying your own discipline when it comes to trading.
Don't mind Raja, he must be son of Bill Gates, so don't mind.
Oh yeah. Son of Bill Gates. Oh, Ted has his hand up. All right, Ted can probably unmute himself.
Thank you. Yeah, gold just ripped up, which was nice.
Ooh, almost reversed that entire move down from the news.
Yep.
79 pips.
Yeah, so GJ, if you're watching, we broke out of 139.070. We talked about that yesterday. That was a heavy resistance. It's been broken. So look for us to top out. I would say probably, well, I mean, at this point, we're probably going to get to 140, 500. And then eventually 141, 300. The weekly candle is very strong. So we should have that push up, and the daily candle obviously has the strength in it. Anyone who's taking sells on GJ, I mean, you might as well donate your money to the homeless or give it to the food bank. Just makes more sense. I mean, if you don't give it to the banks that already have a lot of money, give it to people that are less fortunate. If you have that much money to spend on trying to catch a top of a candle that you know, is strictly bullish. You can see from the previous 3 days, it's been straight bullish. If you looked, the key is if you saw this daily candle, you could see the wick didn't drop below like 139, 300. So that was an indication also that we were going to break up above 139. So that was something we talked about all this week and all last week, how you watch candles leave a zone, and once they leave a zone, you'll have that push that you want. So I think at this point, GJ should probably continue bullish to 141 for the rest of the week.
Yeah, rest of the 2 days we have left. Oh, one day.
Yeah, we should probably, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if tomorrow we pop up a little bit more. If not, it'll be next week. We'll get to 141. The monthly candle is very, very strong bullish. If you go into the monthly, if you're looking at from a swing perspective, yeah, go into the monthly, Raja, if you can. You can see here on the monthly that this candle, so this candle here, now look to the left at this candle here and do this. This will give you some insight. Take away that, and then yeah, let's just do this. Let's take away all this. Let's take away all this. And then let's do this. And let's do this. Okay, so now what we've done here is I've done this because a lot of people have problems visualizing what I'm visualizing. If you look now at the way this chart is made up, you can see there's strong movement here, strong volume, strong volume, strong volume, you know, essentially strong volume, strong volume. So the majority in this area here, the majority of price is at a very, very strong volume. So now if we look at that and we say, okay, well, you know, what do we think for the monthly candle? We should have strong volume all the way through. It should push all the way up through the through to this, you know, I wouldn't say 143, but I mean at least 141. We'll probably get to the 141 level over here because of the fact that we have candles in previous instances that have had strong volume. And then you ask, well, how do you know it's strong volume? Well, look at the bodies, right? So it's not a wick, it's a body. So that means that price was happy in those places. So a wick usually means price was rejected from those levels and it wasn't a very safe level. But for the most part here, you can see price flows through these levels on multiple instances. So you can use that as previous information to help you now for the current information. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Like I said, I'd be looking, if you're in a trade right now, be aware that probably towards the next 3 or 4 hours, there could be a bit of a pullback. You know, as the London session comes to a close, you know that people are leaving the market. But if you get in, if you have a solid entry now, you should be able to swing it all the way up to 141, to be honest, unless something really weird happens in whipsaws.
Ooh, came back like magic.
Yeah.
Oh, looks like as this 30 minutes coming to a close, it's respecting this resistance here. And as this is, I think this is as the 4 hours also coming down to a close. I think now if it starts moving down, that'll be the liquidity wick being formed on the 4-hour candle to come down. So as long as price stays above this area, you're good for buys, but if it stays below it, then probably not.
Yeah. Hopefully it creates a small range prior to the next move to the upside.
Yeah, already creating a support over here. Is it okay to take several trades a day? Asking for a friend. Ironman trading, you can do whatever you want. Ironman goes into trading with his Ironman suit and be like, come on, market, get at me.
So Ironman is still in business?
Yeah, Ironman is on YouTube over here. Yeah. What happened to your eye? Oh, that was something personal. Why did you put resistance at 14300? Because that's the resistance on the 1 hour time frame looking left. If you go to the 1 hour, and if you look over here, like this, we look over here, we had a support on the 1 hour formed at around 139,920, and then we had resistance formed around 140,300, and price ranged here in here, right? So this is a 30 pip range, price ranged in here. And now when we go back to our current chart, what we will find is that price is in that same range now. Price is in that same area trying to create a range. So essentially now price is in this 36 pip range. I'm thinking any good support above 1960 on gold will take it up to 1980. Yeah, that makes sense. Support at 1960. Oh wait, what? Formed above 1960. Oh, okay, that makes sense. That's a little too far away, but yeah, that's like 300 pips away. So I guess there's a lot of waiting involved for you then to price come up towards 1960. If anyone took one trade today, just call it a day. If you took 2 trades, call it a day. If you took 3 trades, slap yourself. If you took 4 trades, just stop trading for today. Oh, tomorrow's Friday. Raja, could this be a fake out on the 15-minute on GJ? Fake out on 15-minute? No, it's too dirty. It's way too dirty. I would wanna. This was the move on GJ. You see this bullish move? Now, for people who are still looking for trades on GJ, this was the move on GJ. This move has expired now. It has expired. That's it. If you weren't in this move, you missed the move. It's ended. Now, maybe you'll have to wait for tomorrow. Maybe you'll have to wait for later on. You know, maybe Asian session or London session for it to create some sort of supports to continue up to retest this high, but this move is donezo for today.
Yeah. Wait for London close maybe, or Asian session.
Yeah.
That's gonna be the play.
Well, yeah, I mean, ideally what you can do is you can wait for the Asian session to set up, have the wick down on the daily that you know that's going to happen, and then ride it back up throughout the Asian session and London session, because we've seen what's happened over the last week. I mean, these are just simple things people have to pay attention to. That the majority of the move happens during the London session and a bit of the New York session, and then we range later on in the morning and to the afternoon. Like, we don't really move to a new high. We get to where we get to, and then it slows down. So if you know this, and this is part of your back testing, and this is part of you being able to adapt to the market, if you see this happening constantly, you adjust your trading plan to that, and then as the market adjusts, you adjust again. It's not very, very difficult to do. I mean, the institutions run algorithms. The algorithms run, and you can tell they're running at the same times every day. There's always a move at a certain time. There's always something that's going on at a certain period. So take advantage of that. Don't look at it and be in marvel that the market's being manipulated. Understand that if it's going to happen every single day, if you know that the Asian session is going to push down and then it's going to fly back up towards London session, plan your trades accordingly around there. And if you're not able to trade the London session or the Asian session, then there's no trade for you to be had with this pair at this current time. That's perfectly fine. Like, you have to get used to this. Trading is not going to be for a week. You're now devoting the next 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years of your life to this. So if you are impatient now, you're not going to make it. In 2 years from now, you're just going to burn out. and you're gonna find that it's not for you. You have to get used to this, that you're gonna miss hundreds of big moves. You're gonna miss all your trades. And then what that does is that just teaches you how to adapt. Okay, well, if I know this is happening, I have to show up over here. I have to do this, and you have to get used to that. It's just, I mean, I don't know how else to explain it, but that's trading. It's nothing's in a formula, nothing's in a box. It's constantly evolving. You have to adapt with it. And what you see today could be totally different next week. And what you see next week could happen for 2 weeks in a row, and then it can switch again. You have to get used to that. And it's constant work. As you get more comfortable, you can start to see the switches faster so you can adjust. But as a new trader, you have to keep that in mind, that what you see today, you might not see tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly. And I hope everyone had fun today. Hope we had a good session for everybody and no one overtraded. So with that said, we're going to take off for today. Thank you everyone for showing up today, taking your time out of your day to listen to us rant.
Thank you so much, Raja.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Thank you everybody.
Thanks,
Take
Roger.
Take care,
Thank you.
guys. Bye.
Adios. Shukriya, shukriya.
Shukriya.
Thank you.
Adios, amigos.
Merci, merci.
Merci. Hasta la
Hasta
vista.
That's it, Daniel.